Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my story living with cerebral palsy. I have realized I have done a lot of CP related videos. So if you haven't watched all of them, definitely go watch them. I have a playlist of cerebral palsy videos, and I have done like the CP tag. I have talked about like my story having a stroke. I have talked about like a lot of like cerebral palsy topics, awkward moments I experience. Things not to say concerned with CP. But what I have noticed is I have yet to do a video talking about my story and like growing up with CP and like just everything like that. So today I thought I would open up and share that with you. So just in case if you are new here, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy around 8.5 months old. I had a stroke before I was born, and that was caused by CP. I have right hemiparesia, so it affects my right side of my body, and my hand is the weakest. So while my right leg is weak as well, it affects my hand more than my legs. So I really can only use my right hand and arm for an assist, but I do the best I can. And in terms of my leg, like I do pretty well, and the more I use it, I think playing sports definitely helps. If you see my last video, I love basketball, and get sports in general really helps with my CP. Growing up, I also wore braces through mostly like elementary school, because let's be honest, like I'm probably not the only one who like does not like to wear braces, and especially when I was growing up, I was just like self-conscious and guess like way too much what people thought, and I just didn't like them. So probably like I would say I stopped wearing a leg brace on a regular basis in elementary school, and yes, it did help me and made my legs stronger. Like it wasn't necessary for me to wear it, so that way it was kind of like easy for me to be like, no, I don't want to wear it because I just don't like it. But looking back, like I probably should have worn it more because it made my legs stronger and it made me like use my leg more. But in terms of a hand brace, I did wear a hand brace longer, even though I also didn't like that because, I would try to hide it as much as possible. I remember at the end of elementary school, I would say, and then through middle school, I had this hand brace that was purple, and I got purple because that was my favorite color, so hopefully that would make me want to wear it more. So even though it was my favorite color, I sure didn't like the fact that people saying and asking why I was wearing it. But like looking back, like people were just curious and just wanted to know why I was wearing it. So I remember all the time like wearing sweatshirts all day, covering it up, because I didn't want anyone to notice like I was wearing a hand brace on my right arm. And then it got to the point where I was like, I didn't wear it at all. To this day, I still really don't wear braces all the time. I do have a leg brace that I got not that long ago, maybe a couple years ago, and I think the main reason why I don't wear it at this point in my life is just because it's so hard to find shoes and like for me to put it on independently. And I also forgot to mention, I did growing up had a neck brace for my hand, and that was purple as well, of course, because that's my favorite color. Like of course if I could get a brace that was in purple, I would, but I didn't honestly did not like that brace, but that was because it was just uncomfortable. It just made it harder to sleep, so I did not like that. But yeah, so I stopped wearing that just for that fact. So yeah, like I'm to this day, like I would wear a brace, and I definitely have more confidence, and I don't care what people think of me as much as I did when I was younger, and people judging me. Like I have more confidence, so I'm not ashamed of my braces. It's just at this point, it's the shoes that make it kind of like difficult, because finding shoes for braces is so hard. If you wear braces as well, like you probably know, it can be difficult. So yeah, and in terms of like school, I did make a couple videos of my success story in school, so I'll link that down below and in the cards, so you can watch that after if you want. I do have a pretty remarkable success story. It wasn't easy. Like, I was in special education, and you know, I had difficult moments, and you know, CP, you know, made it difficult. Having CP, you know, I think I was underestimated in school, and, you know, people didn't expect as much from me, but, you know, I overcame it, and if you want to hear, like, my full story, definitely watch that. I do want to do a separate video in the future talking, I guess, about my experience in special education overall, because I do have a lot of thoughts on that. In terms of like growing up and, you know, friends and like, you know, my social life, I would say, you know, it was difficult. Like, I did have friends, but, you know, I would say like overall, you know, having CP, it made it harder for me to make friends, because, you know, I was different. Growing up, the older I got, the more I realized I was different, because I, you know, had OT, I had PT, I had speech therapy. Meanwhile, all the other kids didn't have that, and, you know, when I think I realized, wow, like, I'm different. Like, I have to wear a leg brace, I have to wear a hand brace. All the other kids, you know, they don't need to wear that, and I think, you know, that made it difficult, you know, to make friends. I didn't have like confidence, like I said, and I felt like no one would want to be my friend because I was different. But, you know, I look back and, you know, I'm happy the friends I did have. Yes, like, you know, throughout elementary school, I would say, like, there was some mean kids that, you know, would make fun of me, but like for the most part, that was mostly just in elementary school. By the time I got into middle school and then like high school, like, and of course college, like, that never happened. So I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't say like I dealt with that bad. It was mostly in elementary school, and I definitely remember like some, you know, hard times when kids were mean, but I guess like mild, like kids, you know, being mean. I know it could have been a lot worse, you know, especially having a disability. So growing up with CP, there was many ups and downs, there was many hard moments, but overall, I'm so grateful, and I had like such a good childhood, and, you know, there is that feel, I feel like throughout growing up, and, you know, even now, like, meeting people, like, you know, will they judge me based off just my CP? Will I not want to be my friend because of my CP? No, it is hard to not think about that. I try to just know that, like, if they don't want to be my friend, or if they don't want to, like, see past my CP, then there's nothing I can do about that, and honestly, like, I'm better off without them. Like, I want people in my life who, you know, see me for more than my disability, and, you know, that way, what I'm focusing on today. You know, I look back and, you know, I'm so proud of myself, you know, living with CP. Like I said, it has been hard, but I have got through 100% of my worst days. My CP today, like, I think I do pretty well. Like, in my arm, like, I have to make sure I stress it out and I use it as much as possible, because I know if I don't use it, like, the stiffer it would get and, like, the harder it will be. So I try to use it as much as I possibly can. Having to learn how to do everything with one hand, you know, is very hard, and, you know, everyone with CP is different, and for me, like, I have to learn how to do most things with one hand, with my right hand, you know, being an assist. And it can be a challenge. I love sports. I play, you know, if you have seen my other videos, you know I play a lot of sports growing up, and I never let my CP stop me. Like, it motivated me. Like, I did gymnastics. I love gymnastics, and I wish I did it longer than I did, but it was so fun for me, and it was just something I loved to do when I was younger. I feel like doing those sports, like I said, really helped with my CP. Like, doing sports helps so much. Using my right side, on my body, my leg and my hand really helps me a lot. And, playing soccer, I get dance, I get baseball, like basketball, like all throughout my life so far. It's been really great, and I think, it could be easy to like maybe let your CP like stop you from believing that you can do sports, but I just like it motivates me. Like, no one can tell me what I can't do. Like, that's only up to me. Like, I get to be in charge of that. Like, if you think I can't like play basketball or play soccer or do whatever, like, that's your problem. Like, you can have your opinion, but like, I'm just gonna work 10 times harder to show you, like, I can do it. Like, I'm just that person. If you've seen all my other videos, like, But yeah, I am lucky in the sense that my CP is overall mild, and, although it does affect me, like, every day, like, I know it could be a lot worse, and I'm so grateful that, like, everything I'm able to do, like, I try to never take anything for granted. When I was younger, like, the doctors told my parents, like, nothing about my life could be predicted, and, while, that can be scary, like, I grew up, like, wanting to prove people wrong. People would, tell me I can't do something, or like doctors would be like, I'm not sure if she will be able to do that, but I'm just like, I'm gonna show you, like, I can do it. Like, I'm not gonna let my disability stop me. I'm just like such a motivational, determined, person. Yes, it can be easy to let CP be a excuse for you, to let it be like, oh, I can't do that, like, I have CP, I can only use my left hand, like, it can be easy, but I feel like growing up, I never let that stop me. I never let that stop me from anything. I was just so determined. I'm so determined. I'm not ashamed of my CP. It's a part of me, and it has helped make me into the person I am today. So I hope you like this video of me sharing a little bit about living with CP, growing up, my story, and definitely, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday and Friday, and I post all kinds of CP related videos and a lot more that I know you will like. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video very soon.